Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And it looks like, yep, there we go. YouTube just caught up.
Oh, it's just
So welcome to our Deviant Casual with the lovely Sandra from the Whispering Well. So we're having a Deviant Casual today as we celebrate all things Deviant Moon. So that's wonderful, and it looks like the notification just went live.
excellent.
So that's lovely. So I'm gonna go up and say hello to people. Tarot Stash is here. Jilly, Little Zen Crone, thank you. Neem is here. The Whispering Well is here. That's the lovely Sandra. Jonathan Daly is here. Hello, Jonathan. And let's see, Jackie is here. Hello, Jackie Jacaranda. And Regina Tarot is here. Chris from Elemental Cardomancy is here. And Simon is here from the Hermit's Cave. So, and Jen is here. So the lovely hen. So that's lovely. So, Sandra.
Yes.
Deviant Moon.
Deviant Moon. Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Just a bit.
Just a bit. Okay. Okay, Regina Tarot said, hey there, you potty mouth Scott. And that would be, I believe, to our Scottish Yoda.
That is probably Chris.
That was Chris. He's not a potty mouth. He's, hello.
Hello.
Rennie's here. Okay, can you see chat on your side? Does that show up at all for you?
That does when you put the thing up, I can see it, but otherwise I've got my phone here, but that's all I can see.
Perfect. So Sandra and I were Sandra, your video of where you got the where you opened the deck. Oh, Silky's here. Hello.
Silky.
Were we in a Tarot de Marseille group? Is that where it came up that you couldn't get the Triomphe de Luna?
I think it might have just been in a normal chat. In somebody's chat. I think I typed it because, you know, it was we used to be able to get them, but with all the Brexit and all the change around with tax and everything, I know that Patrick Valenza at the moment anyway is not shipping to the UK, so that was the reason why.
Right. Okay. Well, and of course, I didn't know there was a purple one out, and I actually have 3 copies of the Triomphe de Luna.
Wow.
So I have the blue, paradoxical blue, the rose, that one's not deluxe. And so I somehow 2 copies of this showed up at my house. And I'm like going, I wonder who I could make this happen for. And fortunately, Miss Sandra let me do that. So that was lovely. Thank you.
Yes, it was lovely of you. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So can you remember when you first discovered the Deviant Moon?
It was a long time ago. I can't even remember how I came across it. I don't know now if I just saw it on Amazon or I saw someone doing a walkthrough, but the first Deviant Moon deck I had was the one with the borders that came in the larger box. A big box about this size and had like a fold out sheet with it. But I actually gave that one away, and the one I have now is the borderless one, which I
Okay.
much prefer it with in this deck anyway, without the borders.
Uh-huh.
But it was either I just happened to see it, and because I like weird, strange, unusual, creepy decks, it was like, oh wow, look at this.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I can't remember if I happened upon it at a local shop, place that I used to hang out. Um, but I'm probably like you. There was an immediate connection to it. And I would describe it as odd. Some people, or well, it's deviant,
Yeah,
hence the name. And some people, they talk about shadow work and stuff like that. I don't necessarily personally feel that way. And I'm glad some people do and embrace it for that. Um, but there was just something about the images that um, just draw me in and make me look at things a little differently.
yeah,
So,
for
and
sure.
Simon said it's certainly a Marmite deck. You either love it
Yeah,
or you hate it. Yes.
exactly, yes.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that I use mine for shadow work. No, I've got another one or two decks that I do use for that. One of them is the Shadowlands Tarot in black
Okay.
and yellow. But certainly no, I just use this for normal readings. But I will say, with the Deviant Moon, the normal borderless one, it's for me, it's a kick up the butt deck. It doesn't like
Yes. 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 And I because it was originally released with the border, correct?
yeah.
And then it came out borderless.
Mm.
And I have copies of both of those.
Oh, cool.
And also um and then I started ordering them from directly from his website, which there's the website for deviantmooninc.com. Go visit. It's awesome.
It is.
Um and so okay, Jonathan. Okay, Chris says I like my Deviant Moon. Um, there are some really cool depictions of some of the cards that are a bit different. Yeah, I think so. And
Yeah. Oh my God,
Jonathan doesn't
Jonathan!
have a copy of the Deviant Moon.
No. No.
It's
But
okay. You don't have to have a
do you like
copy.
it, Jonathan, though? Do you like it? Is it a deck you think you would like to have?
That's the thing. It is certainly not for everyone, but
No.
it's okay. Regina says she keeps going back and forth on that one.
Yeah.
Um, and um, and Simon said the Deviant Moon is the deck I've gifted the
Yeah.
moon. So
The
he just
most.
wants people to love it.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah.
Jilly's like going, nope, nope, and nope. Not my
Yeah.
thing. And I appreciate Patrick. Yeah, I mean, and it's not for everyone. So
No.
um but I remember when I first ordered from him, um, the the boxes would come in something wrapped, and he would sign them. He would
Yeah.
sign the either the flap or something like that. It was just absolutely amazing. I am a deck creators. If you want me to ooh and ah about it, I love the little personal touch. So
Yeah, that was great. I had one like that. I had the Majors Only um, Triumph that he released a long time ago.
uh-huh.
And I wasn't like really into it, into the like Marseille decks at that time or Majors Only. and I gifted it to Simon when I first met him in London. So, but because I thought he's the perfect person to have this deck because I really
Uh-huh.
like Deviant Moon,
Yeah,
but
Deanne.
very signed on the flap thing that kind of sealed
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Mm,
And I have put my boxes away safely. So and
yeah,
I have boxes. This is my private and my personal Deviant Moon, and this is my Deviant Moon that I use for public consumption. And
mm,
this is the one where I have the three versions of the Triomphe de Luna with the
oh,
majors only. So I have that. So let me catch up on chat a little bit. So Deanne doesn't have, but Mildred Payne is one of my favorite things in the world. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
It's
have Mildred Payne.
oh
So that's one that I don't have. Jilly said she tried, and I appreciate that. So that's
right,
lovely. Um, Debbie said Deviant Moon was the first deck I bought when I found Tarot Tube after years of just having a yellow box. There you go. I don't like it when I saw it first, but Simon has helped me appreciate it. There you
yeah.
go, Simon. Um, and okay. Regina wants the Mildred Payne,
Yeah,
and so I think it's great. And Debbie has added the Paradoxical Rose to her collection.
yeah, and the
So
milk pain comes. I've got the little tiny one that was first released. The cards are really little, but I think he did release it in a slightly larger size. So you can get it the Mildred paint in with the cards slightly larger now.
okay. And
Mm.
Simon brings up another good point. Patrick released a deck or a book, and the book really helps people to
Yeah,
connect with it. And I know Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, said that she bought the book and it really helped her understand it. I don't have my copy of the book within arm's reach. Um, Chris is also like going, um, the book is awesome. And it's the size of, I mean, it's huge.
it is
It's
huge.
huge.
It's
And
really weighty.
it is. It is. And Jamie, hello Jamie.
Okay.
It is the best book ever.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
And
brilliant. But
yeah. And I was actually like going, okay, because it's an expensive little book.
yeah,
And I'm like going, okay, I'm gonna do this. I don't regret it. It's a high quality book, beautiful, beautiful images. It's well produced. So it's
yeah.
like it's incredible. Simon says it's 5 pounds in weight. So
Yeah, it had to be because it's really quite a hefty thing to
yes.
up.
Yeah. So so Jamie, I mean, Jamie loved the book, and that really helped her to connect to it. Um, you just saw the book. You just saw the deck and sort of connected with it, right?
Yeah, I think the first thing that attracted me straight away was the half moon faces. The how you've
Oh
got
yeah,
moon and then half a moon.
yeah,
That was what drew me straight away. But then when I saw the rest of the artwork, I was like, oh God, this is
yeah.
so good and so different at the time, you know.
Exactly, exactly.
I just thought it was great, brilliant artwork.
So what Sandra and I thought we would do is we would just share. Uh, we were like going, hey, let's share our favorite cards from the decks.
Mm.
And this it was wonderful for me to sit and just go through and look at the images and see what stirred me, and that was really wonderful. But we both said each of even though we may have versions of the same deck, they we like different cards in each of those versions. So, do you have a Deviant Moon with you?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
have my borderless Deviant Moon.
I have my borderless too, and let me share a little bit with you. So I have it in a little box, and I have a special created reading cloth, to which I also have a, pendulum that is
Wow.
specifically for use with that. And then I also have this out of copper, which sort of helps me
I just
connect with it. Yeah, you've got that. So I should probably shine that, but it doesn't need to be shined. But so and so
yeah, mine just sits on the shelf in its box, which is kind of a little bit tatty looking now.
yeah. So we're talking about the Deviant Moon Borderless Edition.
Mm.
And oh look, Jamie called me an overachiever.
Yes, with the
Maybe.
box, the cloth, and the
Maybe.
and there's mine just in its box sitting on the shelf.
Well, I do that. I have personal and I have private and public decks. So I like the size of this. It is a smaller, it's
Yeah,
taller, it's
it's
thinner.
taller and thinner. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, do you want to share some of your favorite cards from that?
Yeah, it was so hard though choosing favourite cards. And I've got such a huge pile even. So
This is how many I have.
I've got about 20, I think.
Yeah, I didn't count them. So, okay, which ones do you have? Just give us a
Okay.
look. See.
The devil.
Uh-huh.
And just look at him. How cool is he?
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it almost looks like he's laughing.
Yes. Yeah, and that's
Doesn't it?
very appropriate for him.
Yeah. So there's that one. Do you want me
Hmm.
to just show them
Well,
all?
I'll show you. You show one and I'll show one.
Yeah.
I have the 4 of Cups. And I love that because doesn't that just like it just
Yeah.
really conveys the meaning of it.
Yeah. It,
So, and how you can just throw stuff over the edge because you're ignoring the other cups. So,
yeah.
okay.
And then I have the moon.
Yes.
I love the two characters here. It like reminds me of like Punch and Judy because of the strings as well
Oh
on the
yeah. Yeah.
show. And of
Uh-huh.
course, I love the actual moon up there. I love faces in moons and suns. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Even though it's a bit different to how you would see like the normal RWS moon, but you
But it
still,
works.
but it works. I was going to say, but it works. It does
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. So I have the next one I have is the Page of Pentacles. I just love how he's constructed and put together with these pieces and parts. I just that makes me very happy.
I thought you were going to say, I just love his big spanner.
He has a big spanner. Debbie said her favorite is the 2 of Pentacles. So,
Ooh.
all right. What you got?
Right, the Four of Swords.
Uh-huh.
This almost, it's going to sound really probably stupid, but like Snow White, and there used to be a metal band that I used to like, a German metal band called Rammstein,
Mm,
and
I know Ramstein. Yeah.
yeah, and they did a video where it was kind of centered around like Snow White, and she was put like in this glass topped coffin.
Uh-huh.
And this kind of just reminds me of that for some reason. And I really like the way the red like flowers really stand out
Yes.
as well. So you see, I'm totally probably looking at it totally different how anyone would look at it, but that's just what strikes me, and I'm like that with cards, that it
Yeah.
reminds me of films or something very often.
Yeah. Regina said she knew it was going to be Rammstein. So,
It's
um, well, and Sandra, that's one of the beauty. I think that's part of the beauty of having a variety of tarot decks.
yeah.
You see what you see, and I think that's lovely,
But
and that's
I
what
could,
helps.
if that came up in a spread, depending what other cards are with it, I might see that totally differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, it just depends on the reading you're doing.
That exactly the position and the surroundings. So
Yeah.
Justin Michael is here and Richie Longman Tarot.
Thank
So
you.
lovely to have you two here. Um, I also like the Four of Wands, and I just love this here. They've gone through a hand fasting, and they're actually going to go off into this little pod and create a home. And so I think it's amazing. So,
Oh my god! Well, I won't show this.
well, go
I'm
ahead and show it if you got it. Yeah.
the same.
Yep.
I love this. I've always loved this because of the little house. The
Yes.
little house that they're going to go off and live in, and the fact that it's like made out of something other than you'd normally see houses made out of.
Yeah.
I love that. I've always loved that.
Yeah. And I like how they're looking at each other.
Yeah, yes, I like
You
that too.
know?
Faces on them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really.
for me, you can tell they are in love. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so. All right. What else do you got there, lady?
Right, I've got and this next one is purely or mostly because of the colours, is the Page of Cups, because I love the blues of his outfit, but I love the way he's kind of, oh my god, doing like this to the fish, like all little fishy
Yep.
underneath the chin. I love that.
Yep.
I mean, look, and the fish is like, oh yes.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
fact that he's wearing a fishy type outfit. But I love the blues, the colours in.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the headwear, and I also agree with you. Is there's an appreciation about that fish that I don't see in other cards, other
right.
versions of it. So
No, exactly, exactly. Normally it's just the fish in the cup or jumping out of the cup or whatever, but never where he's actually doing like that. It's so nice.
right, right. Kristen
Mhm.
Louise is here. Hello, Kristen. So okay, so this is the Six of Wands or the staffs, and
Yeah,
this is the image that is actually on the book.
yeah, and it's on the bigger box set with the borders as well.
Yeah, and it's a very happy card. It's like yay, and it's so regal looking. It just
Yeah.
makes me happy. It just makes me happy. So,
And I have the lovers,
uh-huh.
that we've got two different coloured people, one white one here, a black one. I like the snake like biting his leg
Mm-hmm.
down, and that moon like shining in the background, but
Yeah.
there's like ran the wrong way, like a ray or something coming off of that
Yeah.
moon
Yeah.
as well.
It's like blowing them a kiss and
Yeah,
helping
or
them
there's
get
something
together.
like,
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, I just love it. And they're completely naked, really, except he's got this hat on here, or this
Uh-huh.
big hat on.
Yes. And
Yeah.
one should always have a hat on or some sort of an accessory when they're being intimate. So
Really?
I, you know,
An
so
accessory?
I picked the Hanged Man. Did you pick the Hanged Man?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find him.
You know,
Yes.
it doesn't surprise me that we're liking similar ones. And what I enjoy is we have here we have the watch hanging from the heel, and it's just the rope around the ankle. We can't tell whether or not his hands are tied and all that stuff. So
Right.
I just love it.
Yeah. I love the fact that he's like got like heeled shoes on. I
Hmm.
love the outfit, and
Yeah.
the the legs are almost in that sort of number 4 pattern.
Yes. Uh-huh.
For some reason, I like it when hanged men in any deck, the legs are in that pattern. Hi Zane.
Hey Zane.
Yeah, and this one I love the purple like tights or leggings.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got leggings on.
He's got meggings on. There you
Leggings.
go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool card.
Yeah.
So
It makes me happy. I love the his you know, and if you put it that way, you know, he could be dancing, really.
yes, he could actually.
So
Yes.
so that just makes me happy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like grinning at these cards, because I just do that with decks. Sit there grinning at certain ones. Cards.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have another one?
I do. I have the Queen of Pentacles. I
Uh-huh.
love all these little guys down here, like the little
Yes.
small ones, the little kids and stuff down there, and they're different shaped heads and faces.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I love. That's what draws me in this card, is those little ones down there.
Yeah. And
Just
yeah.
love.
Yeah. Kristen Louise said the lovers reminds me of Pepe Le Pew trying to woo the cat. Or am I the only one on that remembers that cartoon?
I'm not sure
So
about that.
I remember it. And Jamie loves that queen.
Yeah, yeah.
And Debbie is like all of the, you know, I think all of the court cards are truly amazing.
And
Truly
also
amazing.
she's got that kind of, the actual queen has got that kind of steampunky look to her,
Yeah.
isn't she?
Yeah.
Which I love, which you see in a few of the cards.
Yeah. There you go, Justin.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I picked the Ten of Swords also because what you know, the Ten of Swords is one of those cards that I typically look at when I'm looking at a deck because I want to see what the depiction is.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things that, you know, it's in a box and it's like the magician, you know, where the magician would put in swords and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
truly that sums that up. So
Yeah, that's like quite kind of powerful image, isn't it?
yeah. Yeah.
So but then I have the Eight of Wands, which
There
I
you
love.
go. Hang on just a second. There you go, Justin. Richie's got his name all over that. Okay, go ahead. Eight of
The
wands.
Eight of Wands, because she kind of looks like a witch, one. And I love that her like apron that she's wearing is in this leaf shape. And I love the crow up here as
Yes.
well. And normally with the Eight of Wands, we see them like speed, don't we? But if she
Uh-huh.
uses and chops those down, that's going to be like swiftness of the blade across those.
Yeah. Isn't that one of the things, I mean, this is like a love letter to Patrick. I mean, and
It,
I rewatched the interview that Simon did with him on the CCNC, and one of the things that is he talked about is he would see things and he would hear things as a child, and
mm,
he got up out of bed and he went searching for them, and they never showed up again. So that's the power of owning it, and he's embraced it, which in my opinion, and I'll swoon a little bit, which is I think why these decks work. They are embraced.
because they're, yeah, yeah,
They are
yeah.
embraced. I picked the Six of Pentacles too as one because I just love the mechanical aspect of it. And I actually think that would be an awesome costume.
Oh, yeah. It would, wouldn't it?
I think that would be awesome. So, all right, what else you got?
So I have the yes, 8 of Pentacles, which I love because obviously it's showing him working here, being industrious and stuff, but also because it has that steampunk
Yeah.
element, which I do like, and I do have the steampunk tarot at home, but I really like it, and the fact that there's a face
Uh-huh.
in 3 of those discs anyway.
Yeah.
So
I think I pulled that one out of my bordered copy. Here's one you may not expect. It's the Seven of Pentacles. Jackie said that that's a lovely card, Sandra, the 8. Oh,
snap.
you picked that one too.
Yes.
So I'll tell you one of the reasons that I like this is I actually like the fact that it's pierced and it's bleeding, and with that it reminds me of the importance of waiting for things to come to fruition.
Yeah,
And it also reminds me that um it is a give and take. Plants are giving of themselves so that we can have it. So it hits me at that sort of level.
yeah.
Yes, Richie. Miss the lovely Sandra mentioned steampunk because she likes the Eight of Pentacles.
I have similar thoughts with this card, but also
Hmm.
with the blood coming from the tree, I just think, I mean, I love trees and that anyway, and I just think that's like, the tree's alive too. It's something living,
Right.
and it's like, even though they can't literally bleed, I almost feel like they can bleed. You start going and chopping bits off, when
Yeah.
really, look, be respectful people, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And I think, as I'm looking at this, and I think I've done this in readings for when I've used this, in the background, we have this industry, these
Industry.
factories,
Yeah,
and here is this person out in nature. And so
yeah,
there has to be a very delicate balance.
right, exactly.
So, do you have more cards?
I do. Do you?
I do.
Good. So the 2 of Pentacles. I
Oh, I
mean,
love that
seriously,
card.
how could you not love this? Well, I suppose there's people that wouldn't, but
Yeah.
I do love that. It's really one of my favourites. This one. I
Hmm.
just love the way she's like a belly dancer. Really
Yeah.
cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
And it
I love.
sort of it elevates it because it reminds me that the Two of Pentacles is about balance, and
Yes,
it can
about
be
yes,
work. It could,
definitely.
yeah, it could be work, or you could make it into a dance and then make it your own. I think that's and Debbie
Right.
likes that. That's one of her faves. That's her fave.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as does Jamie. So I also picked the Seven of Wands just because I love the idea of this path and this moving through something. and the
Mm.
hands are up and ready to,
Yeah.
ready to meet it. Do you have that one too?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Next one for me is the Nine of Cups, just because of the
Oh,
genie
yeah.
lamp thing.
Yeah.
It just, and it reminds me of the Disney film, Aladdin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I really like that, and I love the colours and the guy sort of lying here, and it's
Uh-huh.
like sort of wish card, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's another one.
Yeah. I also picked the 6 of swords.
Oh yes, I almost did, and then didn't. But I do like that one too.
Yeah, it just makes me happy that, the 6 is about movement and going from one to another, and it's usually depicted in a boat. Um and what's interesting is this is a boat, but it's in air, which is how I associate swords, and it's above burning stuff.
Yeah,
So it's just beautiful.
they're
So
escaping.
yeah. And Kristen Louise says she loves the blues in this deck.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
I love the blues in this deck.
Yeah. And Simon said reminds him of the
Yeah,
Wizard's
it
balloon in
does.
the Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
Yes, it does. That's
So
right. Yeah.
so and Deanne, it's just nice that you're here and you have your priorities straight.
Right.
You are spending time with Max.
Yeah.
And as someone who Max might have to take care of when I'm old and crotchety in a home, I want him to know what compassion is, and hashtag good parenting. Boom. So
Exactly. This
so
one, I have two more. So this one and last one. This one because it's like a Punch and Judy show, and
uh-huh.
it reminds you of when kids years ago. Now they wouldn't sit and watch Punch and Judy show, I'm sure, but when it was a big thing, I just think it's still cool to see
Mhm.
that, and the people here are like enjoying themselves watching the show.
Yes.
You know? So
Yes.
yeah, that is the only reason for that.
Yeah. And
I think it was.
Kristen Louise said I should just get this deck for the specific blue because
Yes,
that's my favorite color.
yeah, get it.
Yes, you should. And Chris also loves that card.
Yeah.
And he wanted to know, has anybody shown the death card? And I have not shown the death card in this version,
Mm,
um, but it might be in my bordered. So I'll show that in a minute. So
yeah.
so but my last card is, oh, hang on. My last one is the Three of Pentacles.
Yes, that was another one that I almost chose. I
Yeah,
kept looking at it again. Look, they're working on each other.
they are. And by the way, Kim Moon Whisperer is here. Hello, Kim. Thank you for being here. What were you saying, Sandra?
I just love the way they're kind of working on each other.
Yeah,
He's drawing, he's chipping a bit, he's
yeah.
using
And
the chisel and stuff.
yeah,
It's so
yeah. And this one for me, am I talking too much? Are we talking too much, people? Okay.
oh
Um, and the one of the reasons that I love this is it is a much needed reminder that, while you see the Three of Pentacles and there's usually three people and learning, but it also reminds me that what I do for myself benefits other people, and what other people do benefits me. So it really helps. It's this union, it's this true connection.
yeah,
So
it definitely is, and it
um
really shows that, doesn't it?
So yeah, yeah. Simon's like, keep talking. Silky's like, no, you're good. And and Justin is like, it's a talk show. Yes, yes, it is. So um, we're here to listen and watch. No such thing as talking too much. Okay. Would anyone be ballsy enough to tell Sashay she talks too much? Well, some of you might try.
Hmm.
So I'm still trying to figure out how to do an interview with Tarot Sachet and Tarot Stash. So, okay. And,
That would be
okay. Do
fun.
you have more from that deck?
I do. I
Oh,
really.
please show.
The Ace of Wands
Oh, isn't that lovely?
is just so lovely. I just love that this baby's face is in this what looks like a pea pod or something. I don't know, some kind of plant, and the fact that she's got like looks like little trees or something growing from her head.
Yeah.
I
And
just love that.
yeah, and that's one thing I also appreciate about Patrick. And if he ever watches this, Patrick, thank you for putting your babies out into the world.
Yeah,
So, love, love, love. But that's um that the thing about that card is it's an ace, and
yeah.
we're used to seeing no people in the
So
ace.
yes,
And
normally it'd be that, wouldn't it? The wand.
yes, and how powerful. Oh, Kristen Louise asked, the baby looks like a normal baby, is it?
The face does look like a normal baby, yeah.
And it might be that the head has not grown sufficiently,
Yeah.
the shapes. So
But the other thing here, she's holding the baby, but you've got this hand here holding the wand coming in like you would see like on a Rider-Waite-Smith card, maybe where
yeah,
they've
yeah,
got that.
yeah. And Silky said the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, yes,
Hmm.
yes, you could see that in it.
Yep. And Regina asked what she missed. There's talk of balls. Well, the idea is that Chris, Elemental Cardomancy, was saying, would anybody, because I asked, are we talking too much? And Chris said, who would be ballsy enough to tell Tarot Sachet to stop talking? And in fact, Jamie, the Wandering Mountain Path, Bardic Path, would. It might not turn out in her favor, but she loves me, so it would be okay. Yes, that's true. So,
I'm just seeing if I can quickly find the death card because somebody was asking about it. I have got the whole deck in front of me.
okay. So while you do that, because you don't have them bordered with you, right?
No, I don't have the bordered
Okay,
anymore.
so this is my copy of the. I put this in a handmade, my bordered copy. This is my public version of it, and I just love how this is blue. Um, my friend's father made this, and so, and in this one I have. It's interesting is in this one I have all of these. I have the Deviant Moon bordered, and then I have the Deviant Moon majors only, the Triumphi de Luna. I have the 3 versions of that.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So, um, and think, I think I did. Okay, I will be fast with these. I'll be quick. So, in the bordered, I picked the 8 as well,
Yeah.
which you did too,
Yes.
or
Yes.
you had that.
Yeah.
Um, I also picked the 7 of Swords
Yeah, that is a cool card.
because this one just, Sandra, the reason I
Uh,
love this is it really, when this shows up in a reading for somebody, it's that reminder of you better be careful of what you say because it will hurt you.
yeah. Yes. Yeah. Really. You
Yeah.
know, straight there, isn't it, with that?
Oh yeah, dead on, dead on.
Mm.
So, um, okay, so I got that. I also picked this one because
Yeah.
I did not, in the border, we did not limit ourselves for what we love.
No.
So, I also picked the Five of Cups, and it's just like I love how this is me sometimes. This is me right here. When the universe is trying to tell me something, I have my ears plugged so I can't
Yeah.
listen.
Can you almost
So,
hear her yelling at that figure going,
yes. Yeah. So, I picked the moon as well in this
yeah,
one.
love the moon.
I also picked the hermit, and the reason what I do is, and I don't know about you, Sandra, but when I look yeah, Debbie is like, when you can hear her voice. Yes, yes, you can.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes. Kristen Louise, I will show you. But
You want,
the
you want me to
one of the
show it,
things,
the death card? Do you want me to
it's
show it?
this one. It's the
Yeah,
death. You've got your death.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
So
yeah. But that is a very cool death card too.
yes, it's extremely powerful.
It is very,
Uh-huh.
very. But
Yeah,
if I
and
limited it a bit, I'd have been showing the whole deck. So.
me too. Me too. Me too.
Mm,
So, but the my tarot numerology, I am a moon hermit. So I always look at the moon card and I always look at the hermit. So I think the thing about the hermit card for this one for me is it was probably one of the first ones where it was not, I'm going to go away and look. This one is I'm going in and looking.
right.
So,
Yeah.
okay, and so Kristen Louise said she. Oh,
It's
no, that's the other one.
which one?
Yeah, it's it totally. And Kristen Louise said it creeps her out. Yes, and
Yeah.
trust me, sometimes that's the power of this deck.
Yeah.
It,
It
it
is.
is the power of it, and
I love creepy, so
she's not stepping on the baby though. She's preventing the
yes,
baby from wanting to re-enter the womb.
that's why it's such a cool card.
Yeah,
It's different in that way.
yeah. And so and how many times have we wanted not to be going through what we're going through?
Yeah, we want to go back to the safe space or whatever when it
Yeah,
was nicer over in there or over there, and it's not possible.
right, right. Um, okay, so I'm going to flip through some of my other cards in the bordered version. I also like the strength. Did you pick strength?
No,
Okay. I
not
like
that
how,
I don't dislike it, but
yeah. Oh, no, no. But it's that looking deep into and into the creature. And I have to say, who doesn't like somebody who's big, burly blue with wide shoulders? I mean, come on.
no.
Yeah. Um, it's a deep card that can't be just glanced at. That's why I love the book. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
definitely,
yes.
definitely.
The King of Pentacles makes me happy. Or
Yeah,
excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles makes me happy.
yes, me too. I'd really
So,
do that one.
and that's that steampunky thing, Richie.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, um, and then I like the Two of Swords here. And the reason that I like the Two of Swords here is they are actually one being.
Yes.
And a lot of times, and for me, I don't know about the rest of you, sometimes I am my own worst enemy and what I'm saying to myself and how I'm battling. And this just like goes, I can be both things and it's okay. So I like the ace again. I picked two aces, the ace of swords and the ace of wands. So I mean the fact that there's people on the, I love that.
On the aces, yeah. Yeah, it's great.
And just the fact that the ace, it's the ace is actually they have a person showing what you do with.
Mm,
It's a depth to it that I appreciate. So
yeah.
um okay. I have, and I mean, would you be surprised that I actually had a list of all of the things that I had? Hashtag overachiever.
He's an overachiever. I didn't go that far.
I did. I did. So, but I have that. Um, okay. Which do you have? You have some of the Triumphi de Luna.
Yes, I have the purple and the blue.
Okay, and that's the full deck.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do these really quickly because in this, because they originally came out and they were just yeah, Jamie said nope, not surprised at all. But um how I use these are majors, and there's three different versions. So this is the blue version, and this is the I think this is just the paradoxical.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this is well, there's, I think this is the paradoxical, and then this is the regular.
That's the regular, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and what I have done with these is, and it's wonderful, is I will actually use all three different decks, three different versions of those to add to the layer of the reading. So I will
That's
pick,
a good
okay,
idea.
thank you. The blue means spiritual, the paradoxical means what you're not seeing, and then the original is a different way of looking at it. So okay, so I'll go through these very quickly. I have the world. I have the high priestess.
Nice.
I have the fool. I just love that there's
Yes.
the mouth is open,
Right.
and you know so I love that. And here's a funny, my fiance Jeffrey saw somewhere on Facebook, and cover your ears if you're of a delicate nature, but he's like going, I'm not farting at you, it's my asshole blowing you kisses. So I'm just like going, that's the fool's asshole blowing you kisses. So so and okay, so I also picked judgment, and the Hierophant, the devil, and there's two versions of the devil, which just sort
Yeah.
of like blew my mind. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's what I did. Okay. So anyhow, so that's those. Which ones you want to look at next, Sandra?
But I've got the blues and the purples. I think some of them might be the same, but they're not all the same that I picked as favourites, and I've actually got more of the blue than the purple.
Okay.
Do you want me to just literally go through quickly?
Yeah, which one are you going to do? Because I'll also pull
The
mine
blue
out.
one.
I'll whip mine out too.
Okay, whip out your blue one.
Whip out my blue one, which is, this is the paradoxical blue deluxe. So
Yeah, one I have.
um Okay. Okay. How did I put these? You should probably go first because for some reason I can't, it's weird.
These are not in order anyway. I just
Okay.
Okay, so I love the lightning, which is the alternative tower card.
Uh-huh.
This is the one I keep in the deck. Just look at that blue at the top of the tree.
Yes.
Cool. So cool. And I
Mhm.
like this better than the normal tower. Do you
Okay.
want?
I picked the Ten of Wands,
Yeah, that's lovely. Look at that.
and specifically because I love the colors of it. And I love how the center is woven together and you really see that. So,
Yeah, I think one of mine, yes, I've got the Ten of Wands as well.
well, of course you do.
Of course. I like the two half moons either side as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. Okay.
give that one. Then I have the Queen of Coins, which I like because of those creepy looking cats. I mean, just look at them.
Nice. Yes.
It's like, give me some of that. Don't eat it all yourself.
Yes. Yes.
I like that. It's just cool.
Yeah, Kristen Louise was talking about how it reminds her of Bosch. And
Yeah, there's
yeah,
weird stuff in Bosch's artwork, isn't there?
yes. Yes. Um I picked the Page of Cups as one of mine. And okay, because I really like the colors. And this is something that when you did a flip through of your purple, I really appreciated the variety of colors and
Yes,
how, this green really makes everything else pop. It's just great.
that's what I love. I love the greens when you see them in the different cards in this. In
Yeah.
some, there's more green than others, but it really kind of leaps out at you, doesn't it? That color.
Yeah. Yeah. Regina is going to do action figures and take them on an adventure and post pictures.
Yay!
So, but all right.
Page of Coins, which I like because of the colors and the coin with wings and the flower there as well. And the little like castle.
That's
Facing
lovely.
which again the colouring like stands out
Uh-huh.
on the turrets there, doesn't it? That
Yeah.
sort of greeny bluey colour.
Yeah. There was a point where I got a little frustrated because it seemed like Deviant Moon was coming out with a new deck and all they were doing was just like flipping the colors and all that stuff. And I went, really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
But then I went ahead and I got some, and then I'm like, going, oh, that's why you did it. I
yeah,
mean, because it adds an interesting layer, and I can actually see using all of my Trionfi della Luna together,
yeah.
the full deck. So
You know what I was thinking of doing, because I've got the purple and the blue, was to choose favourite cards, obviously not the same for each deck. And say if I've got the Fool in purple and the Fool in blue, which one do I like best? And mix them and
oh,
have
make
a
a
purple
deck.
blue deck. Yeah,
That's cool. That's
out of
cool.
the two I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Just to see.
I picked the 5 of coins because the colors, they just make me very happy. So, so.
I picked the Four of Coins because again the
Oh,
colour, and just look at that shield with the
yeah.
colour and the half moons. But it is the colours on these, and also I like the sort of plants in between the
Uh-huh.
coins, the growth there in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah. Well, going on the coins comment, I picked the two of coins, which from my live that I did where we talked about pentacles, the two of coins is one of my favorite cards. And you showed the two of coins in the Deviant Moon tarot in the tarot where she's belly dancing with it. But
Yeah,
this makes me happy.
that is great as well.
Yeah.
And I have the Two of Cups, which is one of my favourite cards in decks anyway. But I
Mm.
love those cups, the colour of the blue. But I love all of this um, sort of design at the bottom and
Mm-hmm.
through. And then at the near the top, you've got like these almost like two dragon heads, which I love,
Yeah.
intertwined together, and then it goes down into like one tail
Yeah.
each side, like one tail each side.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that. I
Yeah.
really love Two of Cups.
So there are two versions. One of the things when you get the deluxe edition,
Yeah,
you get additional cards. You get the monsters and you get variations of cards. And um, there are two versions of Judgment.
yeah,
And this is one of those things that I can't decide which one I like and which one I don't. I mean, which one? So I just keep them both in there, especially because this one here, it's like being swallowed up. Is
yeah.
it Jonah and the whale? Is that the story from the Bible, the proverb, being swallowed up?
Yes, yes, I think it
So,
is.
and
Yeah,
so it's this one is much more of a scarier being consumed by, and then this one is being judged from above. This one's
Judge.
being
Mm,
eaten, swallowed whole.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Both of those are cool.
hmm
Um, the Queen of Wands.
yes,
I mean, seriously, look at her. Just look at the colour of her head.
she's amazing.
Just like so fantastic, isn't she? And look at
Yeah,
all the faces behind her, all the
uh-huh.
head behind her as well. I love that.
Yeah, yeah,
So just brilliant.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. How many more do you have?
Um, I have several, but I don't need to show all of them because I've probably chosen too many in the
No, you
blue because
haven't.
I do have purple as well.
Yeah.
I have. Who's next? You.
I picked some of the extra cards out.
I
I
didn't
picked.
use any of the extras. I didn't know.
I did, and this is 9, and
Yeah,
there's just something about it's like if the angel is they are actually respecting her and looking down, and depending upon when it shows up in a reading, it could be they're really in trouble or they're honoring and paying her respect. So,
yeah,
and then I also picked the 6.
yes, love that.
So
Yeah,
it's sort of like, look at all of those hands.
yeah. I do love all the extra cards as well. I just didn't choose them. I just chose from the main deck.
Sure, sure. All right, go for it. You can do your last ones.
The World.
Yeah.
That's just, I think, brilliant that we've got a world card, somebody of a larger size, and the colouring, everything. This
Yeah.
card. Love that.
Yes.
Um, Page of Wands. I just think
Oh
he looks
yeah.
cute. I mean, just look, he looks cute. He's got cute little horns.
Uh-huh. Yep. Bye,
And
Silky.
oh, and the moon I really liked as well.
Yes.
It's very cool. So
Why did
yeah,
I not pick that one? That's true. That's so really good. I
yeah.
like that.
And I don't have as many for the purple.
All right, so purple, paradoxical purple. Ugh. This is what I get for. Appreciate everybody, and here's my cards. So this is the everybody should look at your video. So, all right, go for it.
The Fool.
Uh-huh.
Look how that green really stands out as
Yes.
well as purple. It's so cool. I love both these decks, and I like the little purple guy. He's back. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah. Full.
Yeah. I picked the sun.
Yeah.
I really like how, the image of them reaching in to each other.
And I like the face on the sun. Doesn't look all happy and joyous, does it? Actually, look.
Yeah, because we're used to seeing the sun, happy and joyous.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
The Hanged Man I love because it's like a cocoon, and I love the colour, the green with the purple around it. Yeah, and the two different colours either side.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly because it's like a cocoon, but then you've got the head of this snake there as well.
Yeah.
But very,
And this
very
one, yeah, the way this is depicted really reminds me of the cocoon, and it's a part of the transformation
part of
that's
yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah. I have this version of the star that I like.
Yeah, it's nice.
It just makes me happy that somebody's actually looking up and recognizing and pointing at the star instead of the star pointing at someone, and shining down. It's somebody looking up and appreciating. So,
I have the Emperor just because he has a dragon type creature on a leaf.
uh-huh. Hi, Robin.
And of course, the colours. I mean, look how that green really shows up around
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
These are so well done, aren't they?
Yes, and I actually have the Empress.
Oh, I
That-
think I have her as well. Do I? Maybe not. Yes, I do.
There you go. And they just I could see the two of them together.
Yeah, it stands out so well.
Yes. Yes. Yep. All right,
Okay,
you're up.
okay. The Magician, and
That's
this is
good, isn't it?
purely for the amount of purple. Also, I love the actual legs of the table that are actual legs,
Yeah.
and the fact that he's got that mask on that almost reminds me of either like a plague doctor's mask, or
Yes. Uh-huh.
I always have some. I don't know if it's maybe something to do with a past life, some weird fascination with plague doctor things, but also reminds me of something like Edgar Allan Poe's Mask of the Red Death.
Right. Oh, sure. Sure. Speaking of death, I picked death.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a stunning death, I
I
think.
love the way the cloak
Yep.
comes around away.
Yeah.
That's been
Yeah. It's just a lot of fun. So, and I also like how, there's a bird and there's,
yeah,
pointing at the bird, it's a hummingbird, and, you know,
yeah.
there's so many layers to that.
There's so many different things happening in that card. When you really look, notice all different things.
Right.
The devil, this version of the devil I chose.
Uh-huh.
I love that green of the main body, and that he's like hairy. But again,
Yeah.
we've got a face coming out. His tail has got a head on it. Again, there's different things going on in that card.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Do people have this deck? That's something that I'm just curious is if people have a copy of this deck as well, or you know, and all that good stuff, because I'm curious about that, and because I picked the High Priestess
Oh
too.
yeah. Did I choose her? No. I think I was thinking about it and then didn't. But I
Yeah,
do really like that too.
yeah,
Those
J-
purple flames around her.
yes, yes, it makes me happy.
Yep. And I picked I think this is the alternate judgment card.
Oh, uh-huh.
Purple. Like you were just showing the two in the blue, and this one
Uh-huh.
is the one I like that I keep in for, the purple.
Uh-huh.
I just think that looks really cool in the purple. Not that it doesn't in the blue, but there's something about it in the purple that I don't know, I really like.
Yeah. Jamie has all but one version. V Kestrel is here.
Wow.
Hello, V. Waterchild Tarot has
Blue
the blue
version.
version. Simon does.
Yeah.
And Robin has the brown bag.
The brown bag.
The brown bag. That's great. That's great. Yeah, it is a lovely High Priestess. There's just something about it. So,
Definitely.
but so yeah. Um, I again I picked, okay, I had the High Priestess. I picked the two of pentacle or two of coins. I just like it. It makes me happy. So
Yeah, exactly. I chose the chariot in this one. I
oh
love
nice.
that. I love the fact that, the charioteer is holding the hair of these
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
beings that are pulling it, and that green and pink color for the actual chariot.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Apparently I'm an overachiever, or somebody's an overachiever.
Yeah.
And you use that word too much, you need a thesaurus. Well, it's all right. So actually, maybe it was Blue Crescent Tarot. She has the purple Triumphi, the midnight edition of the Oracle of Black Enchantment, and I have three versions of Mildred Payne's.
The midnight edition of the Oracle of Black Enchantment looks so nice.
Yeah.
Looks really
So yes, Deanne, overachiever. It's all right. You're allowed to be. And V Kestrel said she likes the side view.
Yes, yes.
The last one that I have from that is the King of Swords.
Yep, that's really nice too.
Yeah, and what I really liked about it, and you don't see this, you don't see this sword behind. You only see
Right,
usually you see the one up above.
you're looking, yeah,
Yeah.
but then notice.
So, and Regina just said she found their Hieronymus Bosch action figures. That is awesome. I'm looking forward to the pictures. So,
And
all
I chose
right.
the Queen of Swords.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And look how it looks like her breasts are like, instead of across, they're down.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah.
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 So, yeah. But I like lots more, but yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of hard to
It
do
is
that.
hard trying to choose because it's like, oh, I like that one, but I like that one.
Kristen Louise asked, is there a reason that so many have faces on their backs? Yes.
Yeah, but I don't. It's all
Um,
since I read the book.
yeah, I don't recall from exactly from the book, but I think it is um, part of it is his style, but I also think it is partially it brings up more meanings for each of the cards than many of
Yeah,
us are used to seeing.
yeah.
So it embraces that. And Robin asked, is that the copy of the deck with the extra animal cards? I miss not having those. Yes, I
Yeah,
bought the deluxe, and Deanne says you think um, you can buy the beast pack separately.
I think you can. I think so.
So
So the only other deck I have with me is the Abandoned Oracle.
okay, let me go through the this is the Trionfi della Luna. This is the Rose edition. This is
That's
not the extra. And okay, I'm trying to do that. Okay, it stops with the moon. Okay. And this is the one with the two of cups in the rose,
so nice.
the two of pentacles, or two of coins. We all know that that's
Wow, look at that. The colour, the pink.
yeah. Deanne said Sandra's face so cute when she said the abandoned oracle. So bye, Kristen. The Kestrel's getting tempted,
Oh,
you know. So yeah, I like the Hermit and the Page of Coins. You had that one, right?
yeah, I did, yeah.
And I like the Star again.
Oh, the pinks are so nice.
Yes, they're just really beautiful. And then
Oh, look at
the
that
high
coming out.
lightning, yeah.
Oh my
Instead of
God.
the tower, it's like boom.
Wow.
And Robin asked, is anybody able to use the Beast Pack as a majors only to read with?
I haven't tried.
I have not tried.
No.
Interesting idea. Not sure they
So,
correspond well, but now I'm curious to look. Well, by all means, get curious and let us know how it turns out. So, I forgot
eight,
about the rose.
oh my God, 8 Simon. Oh my God.
I don't know if the rose is available anymore.
Probably not. It's been out for a while, hasn't it?
Yes. Actually, yes, there is. It does resemble that, and that was part of why I looked at it.
Mm.
Why I looked at it. So, Robin has the Triumphi and the Abandon and the Black Enchantment and the
Pocket.
visiting cards and the Pocket Oracle. So, and traded the rose for the blue. So,
I just
all
want
right.
to ask, I don't remember. Simon, do you have the bordered and the borderless Deviant Moon tarot?
Mm.
I don't know. I'm wondering if he has more than one.
And Simon says they're all different, and though so he doesn't have he has backups. And
Oh,
Deanne says the rose is available, and Little Zen Jilly traded the
yeah.
rose for a Pablo Robledo,
Yeah.
so with Mindy, and yes,
Yes.
Sandra plus a trimmed bordered.
Excellent. Excellent. I
So
keep thinking to get a backup of the tarot deck.
so yeah.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
Abandoned Oracle.
Ooh, see now
So
this one I don't have. I
that is
missed
this
this.
one.
I missed this memo. So go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just picked some favourites from it, unless you want me to go through the whole thing, but we'd probably be here forever if I did that.
Yeah.
But
Just pick.
I have,
Pick some
I have,
favorites.
I've just got a few. I've picked a few favourites from it. Not really used this deck. I've not had it that long. I got it in a trade with Alex.
Mm-hmm.
So combustion.
Oh wow.
Even his eyebrows are on fire. It's like quite powerful, isn't it? That, and it's
That
called
is.
combustion.
That reminds me of the singer from um oh, they did the song Smack My Bitch Up.
Bitch.
Who that would probably be one where Regina would get it. Who was that? I can't remember. So,
These are the backs.
oh nice.
Really cool backs as well. We have poison. Love this. The traditional poison bottle. Reminds me of somebody in Victorian times poisoning their husband or wife or something, because things like that happened then, didn't they? You see
Yep.
it on TV.
It it was Prodigy, Sandra. It
Oh,
reminds me of the lead singer. Yeah.
Oh,
So.
yes, I know. Yep, yep.
Jilly said, "Dude needs to meditate." Just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Voices. I think this could be like a
Wow.
powerful too. With those faces all,
Yeah.
talking. And the artwork is just great as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this one, distortion.
Oh wow, that's powerful.
It is, isn't it? The Phantom I like just for the creepiness of it.
Oh wow.
Oh, and of course I had to have the Swami. How cool is she? And with those eyes in her hands.
Wow.
And she's got the moon, the crescent moon on her third eye position too.
Uh-huh.
The cyclist, this reminds me of the guy in the wheelchair in Nightmare Before Christmas that's really kind of mean to Sally.
Uh-huh. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
terrible health. I always think, oh, that reminds me of such and such a film or such and such a show, but it does. And look at this one, The Shadow.
Ooh.
Oh, I know, right?
Ooh.
The clock, I know some people might think this is a weird thing to like, but I just like the kind of style of it, the skull on the front, the eye, and it kind of reminds me of the type of thing the Addams family might have in their house.
Yeah. Wow.
This one's powerful, and you can just imagine in a reading, Backstabber.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
That's powerful.
imagine that in a spread or.
So, Regina Terra said, on an album of impossible covers, what would it be like if Crystal Gale covered "Smack My Bitch Up" by Prodigy? Wow.
I can't even.
And she's like, I think
I
I
just
just freaked myself
myself.
out. Yeah. Yeah. So, the Shadow is one of Robin's favorite cards.
Is it? Yeah, it's really cool card. The plant I like. Look at the faces on it.
Oh, wow.
Tears, I think, again, is very powerful.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Mad Woman, I think, is cool.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Rain, I think is called, because look, they're little spiders. I don't actually,
Oh,
but it's, you think at first rain and it's like, oh, they're little spiders. And he's got his tongue out. Maybe he's going to eat them. Ooh.
wow.
And of course, the cat.
There you go. Look at that.
There's a big cat with wings.
Nice.
And of course, I had to choose ink, tattoos.
Yeah. Wow.
Which reminds me, I could show you. You wanted me to show them, Gerald, didn't you?
Yes, Sandra has tattoos from the Deviant Moon. So,
Yeah. So it might be a bit difficult to see, but this
what would
one.
happen if you bent your arms like that? Oh no, they're, well,
Oh
you can't detach your arms, Sandra?
no!
Oh,
Damn. To learn how to do that, don't I? Here you go. You can kind of see there. So
oh,
that's
nice. There's the
one,
sun.
and that one is the moon, and this one, the actual moon. I had the stars and that added later, but when I first got it done, I had it done the first time that I went to see Simon in Nottingham and had it
Oh,
done there. So it was really cool. So
wow.
so yeah, that's the two I have, and that one, if anyone wants to know, is the Chalice Well in Glastonbury. So
Nice. Okay, so Robin wants my attention.
Gerald.
Yes. Okay, loves the tune. Snapping his fingers. Can't snap his fingers. Gerald, embiggen Sandra so she can stretch her arms to the sides to show. Are you okay with that, Sandra?
What, you want me to stand up and show it?
Well, he wants me to embiggen you.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
okay? I'll embiggen Sandra. Boom. There she is. Nice.
It's really awkward to actually try and show them, but there's that one, and there's that one.
Yeah.
So, and that one and this one have recently been re-inked as well because they were looking a bit faded. So,
Okay. Regina has also just ordered her Hieronymus Bosch action figures. Peer pressured herself
God,
into.
I can't imagine these. Regina, are you going to show them on a video?
Yeah. And great ink. So
Mm.
so cool, Sandra. So there
No,
you
I
go.
love them. Yeah.
But well, we have been at this for a lovely hour and 28 minutes and 12 seconds. Do you have other images from that deck?
No, those were the ones I chose that I'd chosen from the deck, but there's all of these as well. So I don't know how many there is actually in there.
Okay.
Don't know, probably maybe 40 or something like that images altogether. But I've not even done a video of these yet. I mean, if you want me to show the rest of them, I can do quickly.
Well, do people want to see the rest of them?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. If people want to, I can. If not, no problem. We don't need to.
And while we wait for the chat, I'm going to. I also have two different decks by Deviant Moon. The revived Gasman Tarot Marseille. And then also I have the resurrected Kirshner. I can't pronounce that. Bashal.
Besançon.
Oh, well, look at you, Miss Fancies. So you're welcome, Jilly. And so V Kestrel's like, so glad I made it, except now seriously tempted by these decks.
That's the trouble. That's what happens.
So, do you have the both Mildred Payne, large or small? Do you have them?
I only have the tiny one. I was thinking of getting the slightly larger one, but I haven't at the moment. But I've just got the little tiny one that was first out, and then he made like one in a larger. I think it's called the deluxe or something, isn't it?
Okay. I think. And you said it, you pronounced it correctly. So Deanne said your fancies. Sandra's fancies.
Yeah.
It was an overwhelming response to yes. Please show
Okay.
the rest of them.
Okay,
If
we'll
I
do this.
may I embiggen you so people can
Yep.
see all of that?
Yep.
Okay. So Sandra is now embiggened. You're up, lady.
The infant, which is also really cool, but very creepy. The feral child.
Uh-huh.
Hush.
Ooh.
I know. Very creepy. This one is creepy. Grandmother.
Oh my.
I love this deck though. The hand.
Ooh. Is that like a severed hand, or you just only see it?
I think you're just seeing, because it doesn't show it as being severed, you're just seeing a hand.
Okay.
The urn.
Ooh.
The beggar.
The beggar. Okay.
The twins.
Ooh.
Look at this one.
Wow.
I know. Oh gosh, this one is like, ooh, infection, but they're all like little skulls.
Ew.
Exactly.
Ew.
Oh dear. Dismemberment.
Oh wow.
The specimen.
Wow.
The eye.
Oh my. Okay.
God, I mean, look at him strangling.
Ooh.
I know. Playthings. Straight in the eye.
Oh my.
The curse. I mean, this one is what you'd call creepy, isn't it? Refusal. He's like, no. Blessings. Revenge.
Wow.
The bird. I love that he's got like bird's legs and part of a bird's body, but he's got a human face. It's strange.
Yeah. V asked if there were any nice cards, and I'm going to guess probably not.
Possibly
Define
not.
nice.
Yeah. The kiss. That might be a nice card, maybe, possibly.
Maybe.
The feeding. I mean, look, that's quite cute.
Yeah.
The thief.
I like that. That's good.
The mutant. Envy.
Oh wow.
The beast. That's a cool card. I mean, like the artwork for that.
Yeah.
The mermaid. The sculptor.
Okay, Jilly
This
has
is
said,
where I
Sandra,
seriously start to worry.
this is where I seriously start to worry about you. LOL.
But I like creepy, Jilly.
Embrace the creepy.
Yes. The spider. Ooh. Like a black widow. Surprise. Imagine that jumping out of a box at you.
Oh my.
Blase.
Blase. That's great.
Yeah. Cool. Twisted.
Hmm.
Reattachment.
Oh wow. That reminds me a lot of The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. The elixir. The viewing.
Mm.
The crematorium.
Wow.
And the asylum.
Ah.
And that's the full deck.
Wow.
What do you think, Gerald? Do you think it'll be one you'd be getting?
You know, actually, I actually would like that if not for the I think I don't know how I would use it. I have some Oracle decks, but I'm not sure how I would use it. But so everybody's appreciating that. So that you
Yeah.
did that. But
Good. I'm glad
but
everyone
yeah,
enjoyed seeing it.
but I would be curious about. I mean, I think it's one of those things. Um,
It's a not for everyone deck, that's for sure.
it's not for everyone. Well, I think it sort of gives a hidden view of stuff that
Yeah,
people
that's
may not
what
want to be may not be willing to look at. So
exactly. I mean, things like that tears card, you know.
uh,
So yeah,
could
but
you show the box again, please?
yes, that's the front,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the back. It has the infant on the back.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that does it is there access okay, Gerald, see my comment above. Okay. I can't imagine the kind of bedtime stories Patrick tells his kids, nightmares, um, and therapy for years. Maybe, or, I bet he would probably be a great parent.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the kids had nightmares, he'd probably teach him to go in and wrestle them down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Get rid of
yeah,
pieces.
yeah. Um, what questions do you have for yes, sip sip? Do you have for us? So I am, one of the things that I'm trying to avoid is when do you use this deck and when do you pull it out? And I'm not a person who, I use these any time of the year that I'm drawn to.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I
So
I know some people like have certain decks that they use for certain seasons, or for them it makes them think of a certain season. And I can get that because sometimes you might have a deck with like autumnal colours or whatever. But I tend to just use mine whenever.
yeah. Okay, so V has a question. Sandra, how do you use the Oracle?
I haven't started using it yet. I haven't had it that long, and I haven't actually used it yet.
Okay. And will
But
you
I
be
think probably I would use it as, like, say if I did a reading, a tarot reading, and then used it as a oracle pull, like
okay.
a clarifier or something like that, or I don't know, or probably no more than a 3 card with
Okay.
this. Probably not that, but probably I would just pull as a 1 card draw from it.
Okay. Um I believe Water Child Tarot is Sarah. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So I like to know people's names. Sarah has asked any reading stories to share, readings that surprised you. with the decks. Not asking us to read, but because we're not doing that. So
I don't think so. I don't. I hadn't thought about that. No, the only thing, like I said, that I would say about like the Deviant Moon tarot for me is that it's a kick up the butt deck. If you want something that's gonna kind of be fluffy and that with you, then I wouldn't use this deck. That's just for me, because it'll tell you it's straight, and it might be something that you don't want to hear. But sometimes you need decks
right.
that do that, and that's what this deck does for me anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on, I'm taking a note about something. It's something for me to relate to later. I think for me with these, I have been, because when I'm reading for people, I'll have like 2 or 3 decks from which they can choose. And what intrigues me, I think, one of the interesting surprises that I had is somebody who is very, very happy and very sunshiny picked the Deviant Moon for me to do her reading with.
yeah,
And it really was powerful to see how she understood some of the hidden messages, and some of the things that are a little harder to see in the tarot. Um, but she put a very realistic, positive spin on them.
mm,
And that, I don't want to sound discounting, but she was able to see the positive in the negative.
yeah,
And I was like going, you have, you got some power there. That's really, really very interesting. So
yeah,
I did a love reading for a couple with it, and it was very interesting.
yeah.
So
I think maybe
Jamie,
people,
go ahead.
look at something like the Deviant Moon and think that readings from it are going to be negative. It's all going to be negative, but it's not the case. I haven't found it to be like a completely negative deck.
Yes. And actually, Jamie, I would agree with you. The readings with these decks are a very deep, and deep in a way that I was not expecting.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
uh, and
Yay,
Kristen
Chris.
Louise is back, and she's decided to add the deck to her wish list. So, Sarah said, I let people choose too. Fun that they choose against type. Yeah, I think it's, and because I can get an impression, and I'm the kind of reader who, when I read for people, I have multiple decks out, and somebody will pick a deck, I'll do a reading with it, but then I will also pull another deck out and lay on top of that. So it's sort of fun. And Jamie also said that it's very deep with the oracle decks.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure this will be.
yeah. Thank you, Robin. We are just wrapping up.
Yeah.
So this has been so, so very wonderful. Thank
It's,
you, lovely Sandra.
well, thank
Uh,
you for having me on your channel,
yeah,
Gerald.
Robin has a new deck downstairs, so he is
Oh,
sprinting down there to
he's
get
running
it.
down.
So, and V said the Triumphi is on the wish list.
Yes.
And she's thinking of adding the
You-
Oracle. So, but this has been delightful. Thank you, Sandra, for
Thank
for
you.
doing this. And lots of love from people. And you're
Oh,
welcome. You're
thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
And Jamie got a new deck today as well.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, thank you so very much.
Yeah.
So I appreciate everybody being here, and thank you, lovely Sandra, for being willing to do this and share
All
your love and excitement for
right.
the Deviant Moon, which is available at deviantmooninc.com. Go order them. And it would be hilarious if you ordered something and you said, Sandra and Gerald made me do it, So, so anyhow, um, again, everybody, you've been wonderful. And
Yeah.
I am confirming that I will have a special guest on next Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern for an I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Details for that will be coming later. So if you have not already liked and subscribed to The Whispering Well, please do so. Um, you know, we'd love that. Sandra, you get a lot of credit for having a very soothing voice when you do your flip throughs.
I know, yes, people do seem to like that. Some people even say they listen to it almost in an ASMR type way, which is great. That's how it helps people in that way. Then brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you are appreciating that because it's wonderful. So there's a hint at who might be showing me theirs. So so everybody, Sandra, stay on for just a few minutes. Thanks everybody. Take care.